GI4QC forum platform. Warm welcome to all of you. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, depending upon the time zone you are joining in. We will give few minutes for some more members to join in, and then we will invite the guest speaker of the day to share his knowledge and expertise on the topic, which is Yoga Nidra. Event for the first time, they may kindly make your video on and kindly introduce yourself. It will be good. I think I'm seeing Gururaj Raoji. Maybe we can start from you only if you are first time on this GI4QC forum platform.
Namaste. Good morning, good evening to everybody. My name is Gururaj Rao. I'm signing in from Japan. I'm an alumni of Srimat Yoga. Krishnaji is my guru.
Wow, fantastic.
And I attend all his yoga sessions as far as possible.
Wow.
So again, I'm hopeful of getting his knowledge today. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Swagat hai aapka. Welcome.
I think the group will benefit from your background. He has done phenomenal work and consciously has withdrawn and is staying in Japan. Please, in 30 seconds, please share what you do.
Yeah, that'll be great.
Okay.
That'll be great. Please, please.
Okay. So I came to Japan about 40 years ago as a graduate student. I got a scholarship and I worked in Japan for about a year. I studied, did my master's degree in engineering here. And I've been working as a technical translator, translating from Japanese to English. While I was doing the work about 10 years ago, 8 to 10 years ago, I went to Bangalore, I went to Srimat Yoga, and I got my yoga teacher's certificate. And I teach yoga to the yoga that I learned in Srimat Yoga. I teach yoga to Japanese people here. I take one class every day of the week. And I also keep in touch with Srimat Yoga. So that's about all I think I have to say. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. So nice of you to joining in. And I'm sure your experience during the conversation will also enrich all the participants. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
I can see Swati Hegde. Please go ahead. Yeah.
Yes, thank you for the session today and giving this opportunity to learn more in depth about Yoga Nidra. Myself, Swati Hegde, I have been a student of Mr. Krishna Prakash sir from last 3 years. I have done I'm getting my yoga teacher training as well as learning Yoga Nidra under sir guidance. Srimat has been really transforming for me, really because it has provided the holistic journey towards yoga, which is not really commercialized, but providing that authentic journey towards self-learning, improvement, and really how one can lean towards their dharma, as well as how one can really benefit from Yoga Nidra and other initiatives that Srimat has taken up. I'm really thankful for all of you who has joined today, and thank you, sir, for organizing this and providing this opportunity to speak about myself.
Thank you, Swati ji. Welcome to the session. Vani ji, you want to go ahead? Yeah, quickly.
Namaste everyone. Namaste
Namaste.
Krishna ji for the opportunity to attend this session. Actually, I have heard a lot from Srimat Yoga. Krishna ji is doing a great service to the humanity by giving a lots of practice, especially the Yoga Nidra. I'm really wanted to attend. Last session I had committed, but due to some personal things I could not. But definitely I'm looking forward to attend residential session with Krishna ji at Srimat, and I'm waiting for this session to happen. Dhanyawad everyone. Thank you so much.
He's an integral part of Karnataka chapter of Indian Yoga Association.
Wow, fantastic. Welcome, Vaniji. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you.
Member joining in with the login name Rashi Jain. Yeah, Rashi, you want to go ahead?
Hello everyone.
Hello.
We are joining from Srimat and we are here for 27-day residential program for yoga teacher training. And we have been, like, I've been doing Yoga Nidra from last year, April, and it has been beneficial for me in many ways. It reduced my stress also, and one of my results also got fulfilled. So, thank you to Sir who, okay,
Wow.
Sir who
I think our excitement to listen to Krishna ji has been just increasing after listening to each of the participants. So nice that you have got all the members who are already practicing it. Fantastic. I could see Akshay ji coming in between. Akshay ji, can you introduce yourself? Akshay Chaitanya, if you are there. Yeah, yes, sir. You can unmute yourself, sir. Please unmute. Kindly unmute yourself. Yeah. We are not able to hear you.
Engineer. Roll and raise. Approved.
Yeah.
Now is it audible?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
It's Akshay Chaitanya from India, currently in Uttakashi, as an independent researcher of the hidden values of our scriptures, which were intentionally or due to interpretation or due to political pressure, they were kept away from the society. I'm just trying to reveal the facts, analyze on the based parameters, and placing before the society. Already the books have been published in Amazon. 2 books have been translated in 8 European languages. And let's see, game is still going on.
Fantastic, sir. So nice to have you on this platform. And we keep listening to your work which you are doing under IASSN also. So looking forward to you, sir.
Yeah, I have got 2 channels already in the YouTube.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We have somebody with the name of April. Yeah, please go ahead.
Happy to be here. And am I audible?
Yeah, you are.
All right. So, yeah, happy to be here. I am his goddaughter. And we just met like a year ago, and the journey has been amazing with Srimad and with Krishnappa. And I have also been a part of Yoga Nidra, and we do some programs together. All I can say is it is a beautiful, beautiful journey. The way he conducts the Yoga Nidra sessions, it is very different from anything else you will hear. And I call him an encyclopedia because I think his knowledge just keeps flowing, just keeps flowing. You can ask him 10 questions, he can give you, multiple hours of talks in it and very in-depth knowledge that he has. So yeah, excited about this.
Good, fantastic. So I think if anybody else want to introduce, and then we'll get onto the session. Already you are at 7:40 IST. Okay, no issues. So warm welcome to all of you. As is customary, a warm welcome to all of you on behalf of GI4QC Forum, which is Global IITians for Quantum Consciousness. For those who are joining for the first time, it will be interesting to know the vision and mission of GI4QC Forum. The vision for GI4QC Forum is to rediscover and apply the elements of ancient knowledge systems to resolve the existing mysteries of science and nature. To achieve this vision, the current mission statement of GI4QC Forum reads like, it has 4 broader points. The number 1 goes like, conduct innovative cutting-edge experiments to ascertain the potential impact of the observer's conscious intent on the observed outcome. The kind of work which is happening on mind over matter kind of activities and consciousness studies. Second point is about developing spin-off technologies which enhance the happiness index of the individuals as well as the society, which is also aligned with the United Nations sustainability goals. The next is on highlighting and publishing the credible evidence-based results of the research and study projects. And last but not the least, make GI4QC Forum the most respected and valued networked association known for unhindered exchange of ideas. And this is the last charter point which encourages us to join, like the Krishnamat, we are having his session over here, and many other organizations who are working on this common interest area. And we try to work, and through this networking, we help create more value. So this is a brief about GI4QC Forum. And now it's my pleasure and my privilege to welcome the guest speaker of the day, Shri Krishna Prakash ji. I think most of us know him, but it is for me to give a brief about him. He is a seeker, he's a teacher and coach, founder of Shrimat Yoga and Foundation for Indic Wisdom. Shrimat's vision is to offer yoga as a gateway to Vedanta, as expounded by the Advaita tradition of Adi Shankaracharya and the Siddha lineage, where self-realization is the ultimate goal of human birth. Krishnaji pioneered the level-wise approach to learn and practice Yoga Nidra, and his recent program of integrating coaching competencies with Indic wisdom is also very well received. Through his initiatives, Krishna Prakash ji aspires to create Gurukul model with emphasis on the triad of sadhana, swadhyaya, and satsang. Shrimat was founded in 2011 by Smriti Krishna and Shri Krishna, who since 1990 continue to practice processes and learn from living traditions, some with 2,500 plus years of history. They both hold master's degree in yoga as well. I know we can talk more about him, but I think it is better that listen from him. So over to you, sir. And again, we are privileged to listen to you and all the participants. Over to you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Namaskara to each and every one of you.
Namaskara.
Privilege is Srimat Yoga's privilege, and I just represent Srimat Yoga. And to be here and talk with luminaries like each of you who have graduated from institutions which I just dreamt of, as I told in my post, is actually a real privilege. Before getting into this, I just want to share a small real life story which each of us face. And in fact, Himangi, Rashi, and Kavya, morning we just stumbled upon that story. How many of you once in a while visit restaurants to have food? Yeah. Okay. So anyone wants to volunteer? Whoever goes to restaurant, one person, I need a volunteer.
Yeah.
Yeah, Vaniji. So when you go to the restaurant, what do you do?
Ordering the food
Yeah. How do you know what to order?
through the menu.
So the menu card is there, and then you order whatever you need, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So once you make a choice, it has multiple choices. Someone takes the order and then hands over to the kitchen. And in a few moments, you get your food back. Correct?
Yes.
Traditionally speaking, any teacher has to actually quietly play the role of the one who is taking the order and serving you back. How many people do you remember? How many restaurants you would have visited? We rarely ask the name of the person who is serving us food.
Yes.
But the truth is served like that only. Many times we don't even need to know. We just need to relish that food. And the time you decide what to eat, then you forget about it. You trust the restaurant, you trust the person who took the order. What happens inside the kitchen is a black box. We generally, many places you can't even go inside. It happens and it comes back to you. You don't question it, you have it, right? This is exactly what happens in Yoga Nidra. The teacher doesn't tell you what to order. It is your desire. You are seated in the session. A menu is given which is filled with your desires, what is your goal in life. Okay. And then the order is taken from you, the desire, what to eat, and given back to the kitchen. How they do is not our prerogative. It comes steaming hot, we have the food. So what Swami Satyananda has said is, fix on what you need. How will be decided by the cosmos. First is we need to have this. We experience this in day-to-day life, but the moment we shift that to this kind of learning, we lose the charm sometimes by over-analyzing it. Everything cannot be proved by science. Science is a entry to spiritual things. That is why there are 6 ways to know the knowledge, which is called pramana. Out of which the 5 things, perception, induction, and all that stuff, is equal to science. It is science. The 6th one is called Shabda Pramana, Raptavakya Pramana. So that is the area where I think we all have to join hands with forums like GI4QC, because very humbly they are trying to explore that domain as well. And Yoga Nidra and many Tantra based processes belong to that domain. Like we don't know who is the cook, who did it, who cut the vegetables, but what comes to you is steaming hot food is served to you, right? That is how tradition serves the result to you. But we made the choice. If you understand this, this is how Yoga Nidra works. Then there are nuts and bolts of it. Michelin restaurants will have separate recipes. So that's a different story. I hope all of you are with me in this, right? So in life, we need to only decide what you need. How you will receive it, it's a cosmic headache.
Wow, fantastic.
Yeah, the reason is on my own or any of us from Srimad, we would have never reached a platform like you. We expressed it and we got connected with Switiji, and rest is history, as they say. So we don't even need to know what we are looking out for. We only need to be clear about what is our capacity, and that much, and how to take it big is the cosmic work. Is exactly what will happen in Yoga Nidra. What it does, it works with all the 5 koshas. I'm just giving you a broad thing. It helps you to work with all the 5 brain waves possibly mapped by humans now. Alpha, beta, theta, delta, and gamma. Generally, now the discussion is happening. Our beta waves are always there. Like your software beta versions, there is so much to and fro, analysis happening, everything is happening. But when you are in a suspended state, like not sleeping and not dreaming, or like a dream, not awake, theta generally kicks up. This generally happens in the dawn. That is why our parents said, get up and study in that time, because the ability to retain is good. Today, everyone is telling theta healing and memory enhances at that time. Then what is alpha? There comes a time when you suspend your intellectual idea and try to first be a witness, so that your intellect actually gets subtle, not only gets sharpened. That is why the ability to be a witness is extremely important. Uh, just before pandemic, we had a program and at a corporate where a gentleman was every day when he comes home, his child used to go and show him what she has done. Without knowing he is working whole life for her, he never used to give time for her. And it took him some time to understand that everything need not be analyzed intellectually. How you use a pencil and sketch pen is completely different from what a child does. The child has come to you for showing something and for appreciation. There is no work for intellect. The only work intellect has to do is connect that this is my child and it is coming. I need to take rest. Just be a witness for it. So this simple understanding when we have, we will know when to utilize the intellect and when allow it to rest and just be a witness. So alpha will kick in whether you meditate or not, if we develop the ability to be a witness. Because what happens generally, these processes are only in the yoga mat and meditation rooms. People come out different, but it has to permeate throughout living. That happens only by understanding conceptually and practicing assiduously. Then comes, all of us need short bursts because suddenly cognitive function will not work. Too much noise is happening in the brain. That means beta is going beyond levels, like honking in the traffic. That is the time gamma has to be consciously invoked. So we practice Brahmari Pranayama, easy, sure, short way. Again, clinical studies say 6.5 to 7 minutes of Brahmari Pranayama gives immense results. Finally, we have the theta, we already spoke, alpha, beta, theta, gamma, and delta. The deep state. Circadian rhythm is correctly connected, and cellular level repair happens when we allow the body to rest. So, more night 11 to 3. Even if you are Bill Gates or not, if you are a human being, better to rest your body and mind at that time so that you maximize the probability of delta functioning, and we will have organs and mind also working better. So these are the 5 types of waves which are studied in the labs, neuroscience labs, for how mind thinks and how body functions. And what is the purpose of Yoga Nidra? What Yoga Nidra does is, first, it helps us to relax the Annamaya Kosha, which is the body. If you quietly sit on a chair, even without the practice, and just be with your body, you will know where the niggles are. Am I right? Imagine when you are lying down in the mat and doing the process, there is least resistance, you are with the center of gravity. That is the reason these practices are done in Shavasana, which is the toughest of the asana, because to stay still is very difficult. The body, dead body doesn't move. That is why it is Shavasana. Moment you practice Shavasana for 12 minutes or more, tradition says it becomes a mudra. It helps you to relax deeper. Because we cannot stay awake for 12 minutes, we are not used to lying down, not sleeping, and not fiddling with the phone or a book. When you lie down just without any impetus of senses from outside, body tends to relax in Shavasana. So what happens at that time? Many thoughts will well up. We should know how to manage it. So we should know how to manage those thoughts. So what Yoga Nidra does, it gives us a systematic approach. So what we understand is, we humans are right now thinking beings, so mind will constantly work. And again, a clue is given by Patanjali. Patanjali says you are free to think anything, but he helps you to classify it under 5 types of thoughts. Out of the 5 types of thoughts, the first is pramana, which is the right type of thoughts. So what we do during Yoga Nidra, when Yoga Nidra, when Yoga Nidra happens, you are with yourself, and you can be yourself. There is no need to act with yourself. So whenever any thought comes, we accept those thoughts. We cannot question how this can happen to me. I am such a good person. Why this nasty thought comes? Moment you attach, you are dragged by it. Moment you see it like a witness, it evaporates like an incense stick. After some time, it will go off. Because that is not possible, we are getting into this Yoga Nidra practice. So when you are doing in Shavasana, the complete body level scan happens. And researchers have found that little man in the brain helps us to relax when we develop awareness during this practice. So develop the awareness during the practice. We take up a short Brahmari Pranayama, which I was mentioning to you, for 6.5 minutes, then lie down to practice Yoga Nidra. Afterwards, if you notice, the breath and the mind are intricately connected. They are like the sides of the same coin. So when we get angry, what is that generally we say? Either take deep breaths, count till 10, or have a glass of water. Nobody said have a fresh coffee, nothing. Why? Water has prana shakti. I'm unsure about today's mineral water, but generally water used to have prana shakti. And when you say count 10, it means you are quietening the mind. This cannot happen overnight. For that, we need practice. So this is just to tell mind and prana are sides of the same coin. In the kosha level, prana is the next after the body. Because this prana helps us to manage emotions better. So if we breathe deep, we'll manage emotions better. So when you practice Brahmari Pranayama, naturally your SpO2 release will be more. Science says, NCBI reports are there. And then your lung capacity improves. When you're able to hold on to prana, you are able to respond instead of instantly reacting. Second is when we become conscious of the breath without trying to manipulate, but as a witness, it is found that the parasympathetic nervous system gets kicked in, and then we will start having a choice of when to react and when to respond. This is another misnomer that when you go deep, when you're in inner journey, you have no license to react. I'm not sure in any no manual it is written like that. If we are even a great yogi, if a brick is falling down or a stick is falling down, you have to react. Your sympathetic nervous system is given that. And it works even when you are not aware. When you sleep, also sympathetic nervous system will work. But the success and the mindfulness is developed when we become mindful of the breath and other processes. So in the second level, Yoga Nidra, what happens when your awareness is with the breath, we will get touch with prana. Generally, the question is, how is prana and breath different? Prana and breath are as different as a rose and its fragrance. There is no fragrance without a rose. The rose is the primary existence. So prana is like that rose. The breath, what we see outside, is that fragrance. That is the differentiation you can have. And then when the mind is calmer and the parasympathetic nervous system is reasonably kicking in, then we get into the mind wherein certain visuals Swami Satyananda has given. We also have developed certain simple visuals, plus the resolve which we take in during or before the process. We sow it like a seed during the resolve, and we maintain the same resolve at least for 3 to 4 weeks. Now, what happens during this time? As a preparation to this entire process, we go through the ideas of what is dharma, artha, kama, moksha, because all our goals and desires can be classified into this. And then we filter and choose one thing at a time, and then we plant it here. So when we become clearly process oriented, it is observed that in the brain, reticular activating system kicks in. All of us know that it helps us to see what you are thinking. You constantly think of a red car, you will see a red car. If you're thinking of a number, you will constantly see that. You are free to experiment. Reticular activating system is in the neuroscience clearly says once your mind is set and clear in what you have to do, you will start looking at this. This is how business people get opportunities. Everybody builds their opportunities unconsciously because when they are conscious, they have clearly made themselves to understand this is what I need in life. Now these three koshas are managed. The Vijnanamaya Kosha is used right now, for example, to understand this conceptually and scientifically. The mind is the fertile ground based on which this side you have two koshas and the other side you have two koshas. So the Anandamaya Kosha is understanding that we are good as it is and we need to just uncover more, and our real nature is Ananda. Whatever is stopping us from experiencing that, you make it using your intellect a list, and that you feedback in your Yoga Nidra process. This is in a nutshell about how this entire process has been working after Swami Satyananda has introduced to the public along with Swami Rama of Himalayas in the 1960s onwards. Okay. Now I invite some observations.
Yeah, I think very beautiful example you have given, and especially saying that mind is at the center, and then there are two kosha on one side, another two kosha on the other side, and especially this your analogy of pran and swans. I think that is people tend to misunderstand, or they see they are the same thing. But your analogy of pran being the rose flower and the swans being the fragrance.
मैंने बोला ना मेरा ये नहीं है मतलब
So foundation is prana, and swansa is a reflection of that. These some points which I think I captured very well. The floor is open. Yeah, anybody can make a comment, please. I think we have to make it two-way only. Yeah. So if
Yeah.
there's any doubt, people can ask.
Thank you, sir, for beautifully explaining how mind and our thought process work together, and how we can transform our thought process by really through Yoga Nidra. one doubt I have is what is the real difference between meditation and yoga nidra? How they are separate?
Yeah. Traditionally, Yoga
Good
Nidra
question.
is slotted under the fifth limb of yoga called Pratyahara. And all that which is preventing us from meditation can be handled by Yoga Nidra because meditation is in the seventh limb of yoga. So when we sit to meditate, right from sleep to the desires come in. So Patanjali has clearly said sleep is also one of the vritti thought. So whatever is coming on our way for meditation, we need processes and tools to handle instead of suppressing. Because we have to believe and understand suppression will lead eventually to depression only. We should know how to channelize that. So Yoga Nidra is a channel through which the desires can be brought out. Legitimate desires which are as per dharma, we can make it as a resolve and plant it. So during the meditation sessions, we become calmer. That is the main difference. Second, once an individual who is practicing Yoga Nidra has experienced even one desire comes true in their life, their meditation becomes better because whichever thought which is coming during meditation, their own mind will say, don't need to worry. If that this desire is right, it will anyway be happening. So let me focus on meditation. So this is the connect between Yoga Nidra and meditation. And Swami Satyananda has given a one more profound statement. Yoga Nidra is seen as a first step to Samadhi. That means a level ahead of meditation also. This is one more additional input.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
Can I can I make a response to Krishnaji's
Sure.
Yeah, go ahead, Ajit ji. Ajit ji, go ahead.
Ji? Can we say that the consciousness uses mind as a tool, and the mind uses prana as a tool, and the prana uses breath as a tool?
Good, but consciousness we cannot bring it to our personality level. Our
Yeah,
mind
that is
develops the ability to be aware of that supreme consciousness. Our own past samskaras, vasanas, and whatever you have accumulated in this life, if we start understanding and also realizing that this body is transitory but consciousness is permanent, that gives the strength, and it's in a different way mentioned by Patanjali as Ishvara. And then once the mind gets cleared that I can anchor with the to the consciousness, still I will deal with the breath and with life. And that exactly happens the way you said. Once the prana gets the message assuaged by mind's knowledge, naturally the breath will become better.
Yeah. And the mind also uses the brain as a tool.
100%. You have done more work on this mind because whatever we think in the mind, like a projector screen, is reflected as a brain wave in the brain. Simple. If you are agitated, it reflects as beta waves. If we are calm and as a witness, it will reflect as an alpha wave. If we are concentrated, it will come as a gamma wave. If you are in deep meditation or a suspended level, like healing is happening through a counselor or a therapist, we can see theta happening. So this way, whatever the mind thinks can be scientifically studied because the projection is happening on the brain and the waves accordingly emitted.
That's true. And what do you say, for example, I mean, this looks completely off the track discussion, but say, for example, in Tibetan Buddhism, they tell about astral traveling. So, I mean, the way that I could focus out, of course, in a way it is related to Yoga Nidra as well. The Vijnanamaya Kosha gets activated, and because all these koshas are kind of stitched together at the chakras, so if it is possible to activate these chakras and these koshas kind of get outside the trap of these elements which are dominating these chakras, then for example in Yoga Nidra also you mentioned about visualization. Is it that the Vijnanamaya kosha basically projects these images and then tries to find a release from the other koshas so that it can kind of act independently or interact more with the Anandamaya kosh?
Anandamaya kosha will get active. We can tap it only when the Vijnanamaya is quiet. As long as intellect is dancing, Anandamaya will be a beautiful witness, waiting for the dance to get completed.
Chalo,
Because
I think we
subsequent
will,
levels.
yeah, I think we can take this little later. It is a
Yeah.
little extended talk, extended thought. Let's listen to Krishna ji's completely on the Yoga Nidra. Yeah, अजीत जी आपका तो PhD का क्वेश्चन आ गया, हमारे को समझ ही नहीं आ रहा अभी, हम लोग तभी प्राइमरी समझने का कोशिश कर रहे हैं. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Yeah. And any comment on whatever Krishna ji has so far shared? Any clarification?
One question I have, sir. Karthik here.
Yeah.
Sir, I mean, the word prana I have heard is used in two contexts. One is the Annamaya Kosha, Pranamaya Kosha. Prana means breath. Okay, that is one context. They also say prana is life force. When they say life force, is it the same as breath? When breath stops, the body leaves, or is prana shakti in that context means something else other than breath? I have that doubt.
No, breath is an expression of prana. That's it. Prana is life force. That is very right. See, the easiest way to understand the differences, which commonly our Srimat's alumni is aware of, someone admitted in hospital is breathing. We are breathing. Someone who is sick is breathing. Breath is common in all of us, but the quantum of prana is different. We are alert and aware, we are pushing ourselves, so our prana shakti will be more. The one who is sick, the prana shakti will be less, and one who is in coma is just managing the breath side of prana. That is the way we understand the difference between breath and prana.
Krishnaji, may I ask something?
Yeah.
In Ashtanga Yoga, Dharana, Dhyan, Samadhi, these are the stages given. Where does this Yoga Nidra fits into that? As you mentioned just before Samadhi.
No, it has the potential to take to Samadhi. We have Pratyahara Yoga Nidra, Dharana Yoga Nidra, and Dhyana Yoga Nidra also, because that goes by the calculation given in Kurma Purana. It is seconds based. So, how much we have cultivated our mind to hold on to a instruction determines whether we are able to practice Pratyahara, Dharana, or Dhyana Yoga Nidra. Okay, so that calculation is there, and as Anand Prakash ji said, that we can.
Is it given in Patanjali Yoga Sutra?
No. Patanjali Yoga Sutra is giving a benchmark. It doesn't give any process other than chanting of Om. The processes are always decided by the living tradition at the time we live in. Now, because of our stress and other things, Antarmona and Yoga Nidra like processes are released by the tradition. Yoga Sutra only gives for example, what is an asana? Any posture that gives you sthiram and sukham is asana. So our people think it's only through Hatha Yoga and Yoga Asana. But if you understand clearly, Tai Chi, Kung Fu, Karate also can give you sthiram sukham. They also come under posture only as per Patanjali. We do any breathing technique which is not even mentioned in Indian texts, some Taoism, Confucian, any breathing technique you do, that if it is satisfying the definition given by Patanjali, we classify it under pranayama. Like that only. So to tell you quickly, today the sample session we are going to undergo is a Pratyahara Yoga Nidra. Good that you asked, Shitanshu.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Very good. Okay, I think let's proceed.
Yeah. So there are some terminologies which I wish to share before we get into the practice session. During this entire Yoga Nidra practice session, thanks to Shitanshuji also, we will be using the word be aware. We should not mix it up with focus or concentration. Awareness is different, focus and concentration is different. When you are aware, focus and concentration is a byproduct. Without awareness, that cannot happen. That is why Pratyahara, withdrawal, all the awareness practices which we do, even mindfulness, all this fullness practice, where there is a lot of doing of multiple things. Everything, multiple things comes under Pratyahara. In Dharana, you choose one and focus. In Dhyana, you become that which you focus. That's it. That's the very simple way to understand. Now, whenever we use the word awareness during the instruction we are going to give now, you have to just be aware. So what is how to understand, because many of us we have studied in school physics, we all have magnifying glass. We all have known magnifying glass or used it. So if you keep a paper and hold that paper under the sun and a magnifying glass above that, you have to hold it steady for some time. That holding it steady is the body and the paper is the mind. Just stop me wherever you want me to repeat. This paper is your mind and the steadiness of the magnifying glass is your body. That is why asana is given as the third limb of yoga. Reasonable perfection of asana is required for higher limbs of yoga. When you continue to hold, our effort is only to hold the posture. The sun's rays slowly start to converge in the magnifying glass, and you will see a small portion, circular portion in the paper. Still, if you hold, the center of that will become like a shining yellow light. And finally, one spark of fire will come and the center will get burnt. Any of you have not experienced this in school? We all have done this.
We all have done. Yeah.
Done this. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, when you hold the mind and body and there is a basic convergence happening, that is awareness, which is pratyahara, you are withdrawing the sunlight. When the center circle is forming, that is the dharana which Patanjali Maharishi says. When that speck of fire happens there, that spark, that is meditation. And the paper gets burnt, that is samadhi. This is the easiest explanation I can give. It is not found in any books. It's by experience. I have not experienced samadhi, but this much, if all of us can appreciate, we can do that. So what is the difference between awareness and concentration? In awareness, we are just present. Like we are sitting under a fan and air conditioner. We don't make any effort for the fans what you can call, I don't what do you call what is reaching you? You feel more comfortable. The touch of the air comforting
Yeah.
you. You didn't make any effort. You are going to the
come.
sunlight. You are not making any effort for the sunlight to reach you. Correct? You are standing and seeing the sunrise. You didn't make the sun to get up. You didn't make any effort. Your mere presence to the present moment is awareness. And when your presence gets solidified by divine grace and your own karma and your sustained practice, concentration naturally happens. So what we do in Yoga Nidra process is, the Yoga Nidra which we are going to see a short demo now, we are only going to use the word aware. And many times, many of us have not been aware of the body to the extent, if I mention be aware of your third third toe, we don't even know where the third toe is. We have one short, tight the shoes and everything. We are completely not aware. So by practice, what happens, daily practice, without moving the body part, we should become aware of it. When I say right thumb, without moving the body part, we can be aware because we are every day using it. But the toes, the calf muscles, only if it pains, we are aware of it. So today's practice, please take it as a starting point to develop body awareness. When you are aware of the body, body relaxes on its own. Like when you give attention to a child, child relaxes on its own. Okay, so this awareness is just be aware of the body part. If you are not able to be aware what to do, nothing can be done, just be there. Because world is not going to change. The scolding which we get from our spouse is not going to change. Our friends are not going to stop pulling our legs. Himangi knows that somewhere this example will come. Okay, so if you are not able to be aware, okay, sky is not going to fall. Don't find a reason why this is happening. Don't go into your past story. That is how you have to use your intellect to hold your awareness in the present moment. If we are not able to do, we are not able to do. Another body part will be aware. That calmness is very important. Otherwise, after doing Yoga Nidra also, we will be only in beta. Like beta is software version, no, it is incomplete version. We will be doing only that stuff. So by understanding, we develop the awareness slowly. When we are developing the awareness, naturally the little man in the brain starts emitting relaxation throughout the body. And then the breath, these two we are going to do in the next 14 to 18 minutes. I will try to complete the process. Is that okay?
I think your first statement, just place the order and relax. The order will come. Just place the order and then don't bother who is preparing, how it is being prepared. The food will come and just eat it and enjoy it. I think that's the analogy we have to take it. Yeah, very good.
See, today also, because of yours and Switiji's kindness, we are all here. We have no idea.
Yeah.
On our own, none of us can reach where we are today. We are collectively doing cosmic sum work, right? So we have to just be. That's it. So if any of you have yoga mats, please use. Otherwise, you can just get up and stretch for a minute, and then we can all sit. Sit also we can do, but maximum relaxation we will get while you lie down. Just take a minute and prepare yourself. Karthik ji, I'm unsure whether I was able to address your question to your satisfaction. If anything is there, we'll catch up later. Is it okay?
Yeah, sure. No problem. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah. So if you want, you can just stretch a bit. And then if you are going to sit, do some stretches for the spine and the back. If you're going to lie down, nothing like it. Okay? Okay. So if you are all ready, we can start the practice. Yeah, please get the mat. Good. So whoever seated, if possible, plant your soles on the ground instead of keeping it cross-legged. Preferably a carpet or mat below, or if you are wearing home slippers, it's absolutely fine. And relax your shoulders. You have been sitting for quite some time. And in your hands, you can adopt a mudra of your choice. And let's try to maintain a gentle smile throughout the practice. Now, those of you who are lying down, allow the palms to face the roof of the room. Keep the hands slightly away from the body. If need be, you can adopt Chin Mudra. And allow the heels to be at the respective edges of your mat. If you are lying down on a carpet, give at least 1.5 to 2 feet distance between the feet. Now gradually observe how the body is either seated or lying down in Shavasana. Now observe the various sounds around you. Could be man-made, vehicles, nature, any sound or sounds. Keeping your eyeballs still, just be aware of the various sounds around you. This is an excellent practice to develop the ability to be a witness. Sound being the subtlest of the senses, if we are able to smilingly observe as it is, It's a great service we do to our own mind. Some of you may be in a place where there is no sound. It's okay. Just be in the moment with the help of your smile and mudra. Now take your awareness to the right thumb. Whenever a body part is mentioned, without moving the body part, just bring your awareness to that body part. Now the right index finger, middle finger, ring finger, little finger. Be aware of the right palm facing the roof, whether you are seated or lying down. Now be aware of the right hand, the right wrist, the right forearm, right elbow, the right upper arm, the right shoulder, the right shoulder blade, the space between the right armpit to the right hip, the right buttock, back of the right thigh. Be aware of the back of the knee, right knee, the right calf, the right ankle, the right heel, right sole, the right big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, and the right little toe. Let's ensure that we are aware and awake. The smile and mudra are intact. Now be aware of the left thumb, the left index finger, middle finger, ring finger, little finger. Be aware of the left palm, left hand, left wrist, left forearm, left elbow, left upper arm, left shoulder blade. Now run the awareness from the left armpit to the left hip, the left buttock, back of the left thigh, back of the left knee, left calf, left ankle, left heel, left sole, the left big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, and the left little toe. We are completely aware of the left side of the body, and the smile and the mudra are intact. Now let's be aware of the toes, the 10 toes, the soles, the heels, ankles, calf muscles, back of the knees, back of the thighs, the buttocks, the low back, mid back, the spinal column, shoulder blades, both the arms from the shoulders to the respective fingertips, the nape of your neck, back of the head, top of the head, the forehead, the eyebrows, the eyes, ears, nose, cheeks, lips, chin, neck, chest, abdomen, pelvic region, and run the awareness from the thighs to your toes. You're absolutely aware of the body as much as you can, as much your attention was there. Now with a gentle smile and the mudra intact, keeping the eyeballs still, observe how breath enters and exits the body through the nostrils. First, we witnessed the body, and now we are witnessing the breathing process. We are not trying to breathe deep or shallow. We are just present so that the breath deepens on its own. Sometimes the mind may wander, pose you some questions. They can be addressed later. With a smile, keep getting back to being with your breath. With a smile and steadiness of the body, let's just be a witness to the breathing process. Now just plant a seed in the name of this statement. I wish to be healthy. Now once again be aware of the breath. Aware of your body, either seated or lying down in Shavasana. Now once again become aware of the sounds, first within the room where you are seated. Gradually expand your awareness to include sounds from everywhere. Mentally thank your mother and father and whichever divine source and the source of teachers you are connected with. Let's thank the cosmos for creating this opportunity. Now vigorously rub your palms, generate some heat. Apply the warmth to your eyelids. Now with a few blinks, look into the palms held before you like a book. To familiarize your eyes, take your time. And then you can feel free to look elsewhere. Thank you. So what we have experienced today is a level 2 Yoga Nidra. We have developed up to 9 levels. And the level 2 Yoga Nidra, what is we experienced now? Over to Anand Prakash ji.
Very good experience. Thank you so much. Maybe you can just share this when you say level 2 to level 9. The curiosity has come, what is there in 3, 4, 5. So since you said it, so the
100%.
curiosity comes. Yeah.
See, the level 1, we only are aware of the joints in the body because any stress you find, the neck, low back, knees, the joints get affected first, even when you're tired. So in level 1, it's a quickly scanning of the body, only body Annamaya Kosha. In level 2, we went into the details of calf muscles and all that stuff, and just an introduction of breath. In the level 3, today what I did is somewhat like 2.5 level because we don't introduce that resolve in the level 2 because mind is yet not ready. Today all of us had that openness to join. That is why I introduced that seed, I need good health. Otherwise in level 3, we figured out that everyone needs health even to enjoy whatever little money or pleasures they can. So universally we are teaching level 3 Yoga Nidra, plant a resolve which is for good health. In level 4, we help people to go through a desire list. That is, what is the thought that puts us into action is a desire. So we make thorough study of everybody's desire and nobody shares the list with anyone, including your family, friends, spouse, or even to your chat GPT. Nobody knows about your desires. It's your black box. And then we take you through how to filter those desires as per Artha Kama based on Dharma. Rarely people have moksha as a desire. So easily we can classify that. So in level 4, that happens. In level 4, we allow people to experience one desire at least coming true in life. So whichever Srimat alumni they are here, they all have experienced at least one of their life's desire come true. Then we tell people, you now go and teach up to level 4 for others. Till that time, you teach only level 2. Because for that they can say EEG, brain waves, and teach people. They can go and verify. But for a personally, somebody asks, has your desire be fulfilled? Traditionally, we follow no only what you experienced you can teach. So Srimad's people will teach only when their desire has fulfilled. Only they will teach level 4. In level 5 onwards, we get into the deeper recesses of mind, like emotions and various different kind of imageries, which may sometimes skeletons may tumble from the cupboard. So deeper, and it goes to Pratyahara Yoga Nidra to Dharana Yoga Nidra and all that stuff. Finally, it goes on. And in the public, I have brought only up to level 6. Other things are for sadhakas.
Okay, good. I think we have a long way to go.
Yeah, all of us.
So, yeah, so I think, we can take, with everybody's permission, 4 or 5 more minutes. And somebody want to share experience of how they felt today when we had this experience of Yoga Nidra level 2.5 or so. And then I'll request some specific members who have joined. I see Tane, you want to make some comment? Anil sir, you want to make some comment? And I saw Ashutosh ji joining from IASSN, which is there. Or Kaudinya, you want to make some comment? Some specific people from GI4QC forum, I request them to make comment on today's session.
Yeah, can I go?
Yeah, go ahead, please.
It's really in a very a nice session, Krishna ji. The way you are giving the instruction, the part of the every organs, how you started connecting, we could able to easily pass on our prana shakti according to that flow, and feel some kind of stimulants which is happening inside and within. It's really a wonderful session. I'm really looking for such sessions in the future also. I'll be stay connected with you. Dhanyawad, Krishna ji. Thank you so
Thank you. Thank you so much for joining in. Yeah.
Krishna ji, this is Rajesh here.
Yeah, Rajesh ji.
Thank you so much. Since a very long time that I practiced this through an audio recording, it gives that awareness, and also thank you for giving us the clarity between the concentration and awareness, which has really helped me in the session. So thank you so much. So I just wanted to know, if somebody wants to go up to level 6 to learn level 6, how do one can go about it?
First is they need to go up to level 4 and they have to get a desire fulfilled.
Okay.
After that, gradually, we can do Yoga Nidra without a resolve also. Because what happens is, once the mind understands a mechanism to fulfill a desire, it rises above that and starts to go deeper. That's the first level 4. Then that is next is advanced Yoga Nidra and all that stuff. It's only going deeper and elaborate. That's it.
Thank you.
Hello.
Thank you.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Hi, Krishna. Namaskar. This is Kaudinya Arpan. Actually, just one thing I wanted to ask. You were saying that it is like we have developed till level 9, right? So just I wanted to know that this is like developed by Srimad Yoga only.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. He only has developed.
Yeah.
So really great. So I really appreciate it, and very much congratulations. And it was really grateful to listen to your Nistaranga Upadesas. So it is like really wonderful.
Very good. Very good. Very good. Yeah. We have Tanay joining in. Tanay, any comments from your side? Tanay Bansal, is he there? No, he was there in the beginning. Verma ji, you had that question. Maybe if we want to have, can have 2-3 minutes on that question which you had raised. If it is still Verma ji, Ajit Verma ji. Or otherwise we can take it offline, that point which he had raised.
Yeah. I mean, the point that I was just trying to make is, in Tibetan Buddhism, the lamas, they basically go through the similar process in Yoga Nidra, and they basically are able to release the astral body from the clutches of the material body, and then astral levitation, astral flying is essentially a consequence of an advanced stage in Yoga Nidra.
Oh, very good. So maybe that's another level we can discuss it the next time. But I think the very thing which I just want to highlight what Krishnaji you are saying is that when you say that desire has to be fulfilled, you are actually saying that we have to believe in that concept that just place the order and forget about what is happening in the because we have been programmed in such a manner that we think we are doing it.
Huh.
So unless we get into that mode that no, we are not doing it, we are only placing order, or we are just, I was just thinking another analogy. When you're saying restaurant example, I was thinking that we just go to the Google Play Store and we download that. We do not know who has programmed it, what is the code inside, and who has tested it. We just download it and have a trust on that, and we enter the data and forget it. The application does its job.
Yeah.
So it is like an application which the universe has got, and you have to select the application and feed the data, and then don't get into that what is the code and what is the algorithm and all that stuff.
Yeah. Similar to the problem, what we have is we get into the flight, pay for ticket, and try to keep the luggage in our lap. That is the another thing. So we have to let go of it. There's all places for all that. And the work of intellect gets over moment it reaches a basic level of satisfaction. Suppose I am starting a car journey from here to, say, Tumkur, which is around 40 kilometers. I can't see all the 40 kilometers. I have to believe that my light is going to take me to the next 6 feet or 10 feet. We have to gradually go there. But the problem with today's intellectual gymnastics, which is happening at many places, is we want all the 40 kilometers to be lit, which is even divine cannot do that. So we have to start from where we are, gradually move ahead. For that, this is Nyaya Shastra. No, basic logic is we don't question how the food is prepared. That is important for us to live. But this a tradition is living for thousands of years is telling better do this because we are getting all this literally free. There is no value to it. So some level of belief is needed. That is why this yoga darshana is astika darshana. You may not believe the book, but you can believe the acharya who has got the name acharya because of his or her acharana. Like you go to a PhD scholar, all of you know in IIT. How you will know unless you are guided by someone who has already done it? So our paramparas are like that. They have already done and dusted. They are sharing with us. They just don't have degrees. That's it. That basic trust we should have is what I feel.
I think very well said. Yeah, somewhere the trust has to be there. Very good. Maybe one last question, and then I
Yeah.
think we'll wrap up. Yeah.
I had something to share. Thank you, Mr. Anandji and Krishna sir for organizing this event. As we were talking about Yoga Nidra, and we all are Yoga Nidra aspirant, I had an experience to share. So for the last 2 years, I was really struggling to find my next course of career or what I want to do in my career and whatnot. And then 10 days back, I started my once again yoga teacher course training with at Srimat. And I only attended sir's 2 sessions of Yoga Nidra, and I was able to make the resolve in my mind. But after that, I didn't really give it a thought, or I already saw it happening, and I believed it happened. And somehow today, unexpectedly, I have landed in a place where I didn't think it could come to me today. I just told my mind I need it. I don't know how you're gonna give it to me. I need it at this particular before this particular date. And last 2 days I couldn't attend the class with at Srimad because really the universe had kept me busy. I really didn't get even time to do the regular things I do on a day-to-day basis. So that is the power of Yoga Nidra, and I'm really thankful to Krishna sir and Srimad Yoga that it has transformed my life in a really way that I never thought it could have been. And today is the real example that I have experienced.
You have crossed
Fantastic.
level 4.
Thanks, Swati ji, for sharing. So before we conclude, Krishna ji, just suggest what should be the next steps for the participants who have joined probably for the first time. What should they do next?
We have given reasonable resources in our resource page. If they want to do their own, they can. For basic relaxation, everything is given. If they want to go deeper, they can just join a small short course and study. That's it.
Okay.
But they have to practice. That is why after the course, we make it for mandatory for 21-day consistent practice.
Right. Okay, so I think I request Hitanshu sir to please have a vote of thanks and conclude the session. It is wonderful. I think. Thank you so much. Yeah, over to you, Mishra ji.
Thank you, Anandji, and many thanks to Krishna ji for this wonderful session today. While I was practicing Yoga Nidra on your commands, I don't know what happened outside. There were too many crackers banging on. And once you finished, the crackers have also stopped. I don't know whether it was some coincidence or something planned by consciousness, super consciousness, God knows. It has been a wonderful session, I must say. We all are impressed. And it is very much part of even yoga. From wherever I have learned, whatever I have learned, Yoga Nidra is an essential part of at the end of the asanas. So only thing is, we don't practice it the way you have taught today. We take it as just a relaxation, and mind keeps wandering here and there, and there are disturbances. So probably tomorrow onwards, I will also be a little more cautious, and so will be others. Thanks a lot, and we definitely, as Anandji has requested you, we would like to have more such education and practices. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
And thanks everyone who has attended today.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you. We are closing it. Thank you so much.
I just want to place on
Yeah.
record my thanks and pranams to Switi ji. Many times she has been patiently hand-holding me, I should say, and clearing many doubts regarding how these things function.
She's our mainstay of GI4QC.
So she's the guru of GI4QC forum, actually. Yeah, say a
No
few
doubt
words.
about it.
Let's have some blessings from her also. प्रीति जी बोलती नहीं है एक्चुअली वो एक्शन में विश्वास रखती हैं शी ओनली टेक्स एक्शंस चलिए वी गॉट द स्माइल सो दैट्स अ ब्लेसिंग
नमस्कार सबको
थैंक यू वेरी मच थैंक यू
I can close this, no?
Yeah, thank you.